Hey guys, good morning. It's Lynn here coming from London, Ontario, Canada. I just made a message here, but my camera was over storage from making so many videos, so I just had to go delete everything. And I'm back now. I was going to do a continuation, but I'm just going to start over again and again push through the fear that's all around me. I've had scalar weapons on me again all night, and again radiating all up through the back and my foot again, and all up here. I've had these like things like in my head all night, all in here, and feeling like little things are all over your whole body, everywhere. Like some fucking some narcissist or some military, maybe a guy who didn't make it in the military, but he's got these illegal weapons just sitting there ready to be ready to attack a woman or whatever's actually really going on. Again, in my spiritual journey in London, Ontario, again, the journey to knowing thyself. It seems my whole community knows every fucking thing about me, and I know nothing. Which seems a bit self-righteous of my community to know everything about me and I get to know nothing, which seems fucking weird. But you can tell my energy 1, 2, 3 on the timer. You can tell my energy's completely off right now. Again. But again, if we don't keep pushing through fear that's instilled upon us by the surrounding areas, again, all the evil entities and the other people in your building that don't have the same energy as you, if we don't keep going, then we're just going to stop, and we're going to succumb to being the way we used to be, which was basically like everybody else, just kind of just lost and not really liking their life, and not trying to get a message out there for anyone or a message of hope. So again, I'm Lynn coming to you from London, Ontario, Canada. I'm the targeted individual. And I don't usually like to affirm I am the targeted individual, but it's very common sense within my community that I am being targeted. It's very well known here also that I did call the cops here last night. I think I mentioned that in a video earlier, because of all the attacks in my Amazon account. My Facebook was gone, my Messenger hacked, all gone forever, never to even be able to report it stolen. 2, 3, 4 on the timer. Again, having a whole community where I'm completely isolated and alone, but I'm not really alone because I have myself, and I've been giving myself all the love that no one else ever gave me, from childhood wounds to healing all of that. And I don't have abandonment issues, so I'm not alone because I already healed my abandonment issues. I already healed all my childhood wounds, and I've been trying to get rid of more addictions. I came on yesterday and I made a message about ordering something on Amazon, and again having those hackers, 311 on the timer, having those hackers in my Amazon account. When I ordered something, it said it was going to come. I believe it was supposed to be Thursday, 7 a.m. till 11 a.m. and then it never came. Said the guy was on its way, and then someone was in my account. And they said that it was going to come Friday. And again, the time frame was 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., which Amazon usually, I think, only has a 4-hour window slot, but it was 8 hours. And then it never came, of course, at 8 p.m. And I knew it was somebody screwing around with me. And I decided to push through the fear of it. And again, that's what I'm here to do, is show people how to push through fear, whatever it is controlling me, whether it's the government, Masons, some crazy person in my city. Again, could be a psychopath ex-boyfriend that I used to do cocaine with a million years ago, and they're mad that I'm on my journey. You never know. Just always some psychopath that could be around you, right? But again, when you have your spiritual journey, you were stuck in fear before you healed. And then after you heal, you just wake up and you're like, not afraid of anything. You're not afraid of anyone. You're not afraid with making a video and coming on and critiquing yourself. You just put it up there in hopes that it will reach somebody. And you're hoping that whatever comes out of you is divinely guided, as above, so below, wise as a serpent, gentle as a dove. Sorry, as above, so below as above, wise as a serpent, gentle as a dove. I already cleaned the space on the last message. I did sage, so I can smell a little bit of it right now. It's 4:55 on the timer. Again, going back to that Amazon thing, it didn't come. And they were joking around saying, after I finally canceled it, again, it was saying they're still late after 8 p.m. yesterday, never coming. I decided to just cancel the order, and then it ended up saying that it would go back into my account in 3 to 5 business days, the money. So we'll see about that. Anyway, there's a thing with Buddha, I believe. He says the root of suffering is attachment, and I've expressed that before in another video. And for me, attachment was everything I was addicted to. So again, I got rid of people pleasing, codependency, alcohol, booze, and then became celibate. Probably a couple other things in there I got rid of as well. But as I've also mentioned before, we're always going to have addictions. And every time I'm making a video, the narcissists that are either hacked into me illegally through voice to skull, using the scalar weapons on me. However, they're maybe illegally surveilling me. Maybe there's some implant in me that I'm unaware of, that the whole city can hear me. I have no idea what actually is going on. 619 on the timer, which was a great number for me. So it's Buddha. The root of all suffering is attachment. So what I tried to do when I ordered these items, which I'll show you right now, so what I did was I canceled the order that someone was fucking around in my account with. I called the cops last night, the non-emergency number 644, and I left a detailed message of all my accounts being hacked, Facebook Messenger, because I'd already reported this a couple months back. And I believe the 2 cops that came here might not have even been real cops, and they were just kind of smirking in my face, like trying to make me feel insignificant, weak, low, and that what I was talking about was irrelevant and unimportant. And it's what 7-Eleven, it's what a narcissist will make you feel like: small, weak, insignificant. And I'm here like, you know what? I'm not fucking insignificant. And I express I am powerful. I am amazing. I am healed, healthy, and whole. I am a money magnet. I am getting my spiritual inheritance. I am getting a wealth transfer into my bank account. And again, all the other I am affirmations you can think of. You can say, I am worthy, I am the best, I am abundant, I am unique. And you can just proceed with the I am presence and step into whatever you want to be after the I am. But again, anyone showing up at my house to make me feel small and insignificant does not pass with me anymore, because I've been made to feel insignificant, weak, small, unimportant, made to feel very small by being bullied, being beat the fuck up spiritually, mentally, physically. Bruises, non-bruises, the bruises that you can see physically, and then the bruises that we have to heal because of childhood wounds, which I've done now. And then these bastards, male or female, Jezebel spirits, government, I have no idea, that have hacked my journey now. I'm trying to keep proceeding further on, because it's getting to the point now where it's not like loneliness is creeping in, but it's the fact, because I've been alone for so long now, and I used to go watch bands, but I wanted this for myself, right? Because my energy's not matching with anyone. And I'm at the point now where they do say on your spiritual journey that loud music's going to bother you at one point as well. And loud music's not bothering me at all. I love loud music, but it's like the way in my city where this energy took over, like this evil energy, and my energy not meshing with anybody, it makes me like, 2 of my favorite bands are coming. And I think I said this on one the other day. I don't even know if I even want to go, and I haven't even bought tickets to these 2 bands. I've seen them before, and I always feel like if I have got to see one of my favorite bands before, or 3 or 4, I've seen both of these bands a few times, I can be grateful that I've already got to watch my favorite bands before that have come here. And this time around, I don't think I even want to go, which is very weird for me, because I've never been that kind of person. But it's the way that this, whatever's going on in the background of my life right now that I can't see, and feeling like everybody knows something about my life but me. And again, not being paranoid and not feeling like I care, just not caring about it and moving on with my life every day. It just seems weird that I still don't know anything anything yet, right? So the time when I called months ago about the same things that are happening to me now about the account break-ins and again, sometimes something missing from my house. Again, the makeup palette the other day. What happens is when I make a message, 10:11 on the timer, a narcissist will spin it around. So someone will say in my voice before, when I've mentioned the root of all suffering is attachment, someone in my voice will say, well, Lynn, the root of all suffering is attachment, meaning like I'm not allowed to have anything, meaning because I said, Buddha said, the root of all suffering is attachment, these asshole narcissists, because it's a double standard, 10:33 on the timer, these people that are intertwined into my personal journey of know thyself with the voice to skull technology and again whomever is doing it seems like also it's a narcissist that I saw red flags with finally on my journey, like they were actually like sent in to like distract me from my journey and do the love bombing, and they were mirroring me, and we went out for dinner a couple times and the energy wasn't right with this one particular person and with several of them. And it seems like it's that kind of person now that I've been studying a lot about narcissism. 1111, make a wish. And they would be real mad that you saw through them, right? Like you saw them for what they are, and all you did was just what they would do. They dropped you off one night, and you never texted, you never called them again, ever. Maybe once. And it's the same thing somebody else would do to you, right? Because narcissists like to play the game of they'll text you, and then if you text them back, they'll never write you back for a couple days. No, I just knew the energy wasn't a match, and I took my energy back. And it's always a double standard with these individuals is what I'm getting at. So the night these two cops came here, whether they were real cops or not, because again, I feel like my life is a Truman Show here in my town, 1155. These cops came and they're like smirking at me like narcissists, looking at me like, do you need to go to the doctors? And I'm talking about real fucking personal stuff, about voice to skull technology in my ear, and somebody in my ear telling me, we're not going to stop until we kill you. We've been watching you since you were a little child. And I got Smirky 1 and Smirky 2 dressed in police officer uniforms, smirking at me and acting like they're like just like staring at me like I was just this weirdo. And I'm thinking, how the hell would a cop 1, 2, 3, 4 not know what a targeted individual was in the first place? And it was just a real weird thing. They asked if they could video me, like have a body scanner on, and I said yes. Who knows what they did with it? Anyway, on a side note, I did call the 911 the non-emergency number last night. I left a detailed message, and going back to the times a couple months ago, because again, this is still going on, right? So it's getting like, kind of like my sore back. It's prolonged and severe. Okay, the pain and agony is prolonged and severe, just as my back is. And again, now with the weapons being used on my body, it's causing more of a prolonged and a severity of pain management, right? But I'm sober and I don't take anything, right? But I did on my journey go back to taking something that would give me energy, and it's a low dose of an antidepressant, of the lowest dose you can get of something I was on before. When I had my great energy last year and the year before I was having these voices in my ear, and knowing that I was actually being like targeted with these weapons. So I went back to that, which is fine. It's like a low dose of something I was taking before. And for everything from my failed back surgery before, I went off of all those. Again, they were nothing was narcotics or anything, but I went off of everything because I found with the big pharma, all those pills that my surgeon put on me, I was huge, 183 pounds, which is just huge compared to what I am now. I'm not saying it could be huge for anybody else, but for me, the way I am now, it was. And I found a lot of the pills are a lot of weight gainers, right? And they weren't helping me at all. I also went off cortisone injections from my back because I found I'd like to be more natural in my spiritual journey, and I found that these cortisone shots were never helping me. So I went off of those completely as well. And I'm just trying to get out whatever's coming up now. Again, I did call so that's what's going on with me now at 1444. I did have to go back on this thing now, which it's something I've been off for probably 5 years now. And again, it's where I'm living right now. The energy is horrible. my eyes tonight. Again, you can see I'm not wearing any makeup, and it's because it's principle over personalities. I didn't buy any other makeup from my whole makeup palette that's been stolen from my house. Again, I can't express when you're on your spiritual journey and you do actually love yourself radiating from the inside out. You don't have to go put on tons of makeup and, do anything. But when I was drunk and in my addictions, I always had to. I wouldn't leave the house without tons of makeup on, and I'd probably change my outfit a million times. And now I can go no makeup and I can just throw on the first outfit that I pick, which is great. All the different positives of being an addict or an alcoholic and being completely sober. And again, more straight edge than anything. So I did call the non-emergency number last night in a continuation of when these two other Smirky 1 and Smirky 2 came months before and did nothing for me. When I remember calling the cops back in the day, for anything I always remembered, Buddy would always have a notepad and kind of be taking notes when you were speaking something that happened to you. And now I'm like, no one ever has a notepad. I don't know if they just go down after and write it down, or that's what they said they were going to do. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked here, but again, it's like they're trying to shut me up again in my throat, and it's making me more confused when usually I'm more focused. But I'm going to proceed. My back is being targeted right now, which is fine. It's happening to me all the time, and one of these days in my hometown, somebody's going to tell the fucking truth, man, because it's bullshit that these people know everything about me and I know nothing. I don't even know who my fucking real parents were, and everybody hijacked my journey, and it seems very self-righteous of these narcissists. But again, it's the narcissist world, right? Everybody else just lives in it, right? They have their double standard. If you see a red flag in them and set a boundary with them, they're choked. They need you to want them. And I've gone over this in my other videos before. Anyway, point of the matter is the cops never called me back. It was a non-emergency number. I was trying to explain that somebody's been hacking my account, 1717. And they never came through for me. And I'm like, that's great. I didn't even want them to show up. I just wanted a call back. So it was kind of documented that this was happening to me. But again, it makes me think that either somebody can go and make sure they don't get the call, or the number that I'm calling for the 911 emergency is again ran by somebody else in my town. So we'll leave that out there. Apparently, I'm really alone on my journey for real, not with abandonment issues because I've already healed them, and not with my childhood wounds because I've already healed those as well. But just to the fact of saying, what the fuck is going on? And proceeding through and moving through fear again, not living in fear. Anyway, so back to the Amazon thing quick again. For what happened to me was, again, with the root of suffering is attachment. These narcissists that are listening to me, they'll say, well, Lynn, you don't need your Amazon order. You said, like, they're always like that, right? But they're sitting there high as a fuck on an 8-ball and a 2-4. And then I got some wing nut in my ear going, but Lynn, you said, and it's that annoying voice of a narcissist, right? Male or female. But like, and they sound like that. And you're just like, ugh. These are the voices I get to hear all day long, right? And who's ever doing it, whether it's the government, they're using voices of people that I know. So it's like that demonic family, the abusive family I had. It's their voices. It's friends that I used to think were my best friends that I don't talk to anymore. It's like men and women that I used to talk to, and it's just disgusting because you're thinking you're at first when they caught me on it back in the beginning, it's like they can catch you, and it makes me creeped out if somebody was doing this to like a little kid or something, right? Because if you're a little kid and you're very spiritual, I remember being a kid and I had those kind of voices too, right? Being a very intellectual, spiritual being before the karmic family and the societal wounds and the everything passed down to us takes us over. Well, I'm thinking I could have been very vulnerable and something bad could have been happening to me. That's how they get you on this voice to skull thing. So they use voices of people you know, and you could be just an innocent victim, like talking back. And that's how they caught me a while ago, like whatever this has been going on for now. And I'd be talking back, literally thinking I was talking to somebody I knew. That's how fucked up it is. So it's pretty creepy and again, disgusting. Again, these people have hijacked my journey, and I think it's disgusting, and I think it's horrible. But again, I'm just going to keep going forward. I banged my baby toe the other day 3 times in my apartment, 2 times on the same spot. So I've now put a little washcloth. That's all I could get, like a microfiber towel, because it's like it's sticking out a bit, like almost like somebody moved that. And I banged my baby toe a couple times in the same spot. So I had to put something soft there so I don't bang into it. Just weird things I'm noticing. Stuff moved around my apartment. Back months ago, a couple washcloths that weren't there in my bathtub, on my balcony, like a cup and like a sock thrown out there. Just weird, absolute weird shit. And again, apparently in my city, people do a lot of spell work, so they can apparently send whatever they want to your house. Something gross. There's like a bug up here the other night. Today I just sprayed it with something, because usually I put bugs outside, because I don't kill insects now on my spiritual journey, and I'm not freaked out of anything like back in the day when I was freaked out with spiders and whatnot. I'd kill everything, right? But now I put everything outside, and just weird shit that's been happening. And apparently I'm not the only one. It's happening right across the planet to a lot of the chosen ones, which again I hate the name of that. I just want to say like the way shower, the light torch, the light bright person, right? Here to not follow the norm, and make waves, and show that we are powerful, and we do have everything within us to do whatever the fuck we want, right? And rebel against all the bullshit like the government and what they've done to us and done to everybody our whole lives. So again, with my Amazon account, back to that just for a moment. So I ended up canceling it and moving through fear. And I placed my order again, not knowing if someone was going to jerk around in my account again, and again, not having that money back in my account from the first order, again, saying it will arrive in 3 to 5 days, blah, 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 some bullshit thing. So I went through and I proceeded with my order, and my order that I wanted, sorry, my back is killing. My order that I wanted is so the root of suffering is attachment. So again, getting rid of all my addictions. There's always, I've said in other videos before, there's always going to be other addictions. Usually we're just trading one addiction for the other, right? But again, narcissists who are in their addictions, they'll do a voice saying, "But Lynn, you said addictions, you cannot have your Amazon order." They'd be fucking hitting the roof if they didn't have their Amazon order. So again, it's that double standard with these people, right? Just gonna sit here and move the thing this way because my back's getting too sore. But so these are the things. It's not nothing. But I don't drink anymore. So again, I'm addicted to this little guy here. It's a goji berry enhancer for your water, and I love it. And again, without booze, you always find something else. So it's really great for my water. I love it. And the next thing I ordered, and again, this was supposed to arrive on Thursday, and I finally got it today after canceling and reordering. And again, this is my other thing I love. I quit vaping. I find there's a lot of gross poisons in there. Who knows what else the government's trying to kill us with out there. But I found the vape to be really gross. I started checking out my skin, and it was just really gross after smoking since I was 19. But I found the vape very gross, because when you're vaping, you're just sitting around all day and you won't put it down. Because with smoking, I'd go outside. And with vaping, you could sit here all night and keep vaping, and you're not really even being consciously aware, kind of like scrolling retardedly on your phone all day, right? The vapes is kind of the same thing. So I found this guy, and it's 108 pieces of gum. Again, I'm not selling for Amazon, but it's Thrive gum, and it's fruit explosion kind. And of course, it whitens your teeth as well. So I kind of got this as another replacement thing, right? As we do. So again, to me, you're always going to be attached to something, right? You're always going to swap something out for something else. Other people have shopping addictions, or some people can't even stay home by themselves. So they literally have a phobia of staying at home by themselves. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with getting to know myself and giving myself back all that love. So what I was going to say with the suffering of attachment is, let me find it here. That day when I originally, speaking of the Thrive gum, that day when I originally ordered it, I had 4 pieces left. So I had 4 of these pieces left. And again, the pack comes with 108 pieces. So this just came today. So I had 4 pieces on Thursday, and I'm just making this message here, 25:05 on the timer, to let people know that with attachments, when we get brave and we get strong and want to put an addiction down, we're going to pick up something else, but it's going to be something better. So without cocaine, without drinking, now I have a water enhancer and I have Thrive gum. So it's again better than vaping. This is better than being an alcoholic. And I don't shove anything up my nose, but you can kind of see where I'm going with this, right? So these are my substitutes for other things. And that's kind of the way we break down our attachments to things, I think. And me not being on cocaine and not drinking anymore, I'm not suffering. I'm not suffering at all. But I am very much suffering with who's ever hijacked my body and putting these scalar weapons on me. But that's, again, a side note. So I had 4 of these pieces on Thursday. So I'm just here to let anyone know you can do anything. We do have the power within us. I had 4 pieces on Thursday, and I've had these scalar weapons on me. This arrived Saturday at 6 p.m. We're now into Sunday now, but this arrived Saturday. This arrived Saturday at about 6 p.m. Finally, it was again supposed to arrive Thursday, and I had the 4 pieces in here. So the whole time these assholes have been after me, makeup thing going missing and all this shit happening, the Amazon account, calling the non-emergency number with the police, them never calling back. I had 4 pieces. And I just wanted everyone to know out there that yesterday I had 1 piece and today I had 1 piece. So I just want to let everybody know, and I should have had the other 2 pieces today, but I wasn't too sure if this was even going to arrive. But to be honest with you, I wasn't thinking about it. I got some other regular Excel gum, the whitening kind, like just another regular kind of gum, and I was chewing that a lot. And it just shows you that we can get through anything, right? Like I didn't have this to fall back on, and I did it. And I even at one point, I put one of the pieces I chewed from today in an Excel mint container so that I could actually do the ABC gum and re-chew it again because I was still saving these 2 pieces in case. But I just wanted to let anyone out there know on the planet that we do have the power within us. And again, if I again can go through having the 4 pieces to still having 2 left, I mean, I did open this now and I think I have 3 pieces out of it, but I wanted to use this as an example. This was all I had with 4. Of course, when this came, I've had, I think, 2 or 3 pieces out of it, right? But when I didn't have it, I was still able to survive without it, is my point. And again, without my favorite water enhancer, when it came yesterday, I was so grateful for it opening it. I'm like, oh my God, it was like, I missed you so much. But it was like also a kind of thing like, I was okay without it at the same time. But it shows us that it all can come back to gratitude, no matter what these asshats are doing to me, and no matter who's in my account and playing this game with me and trying to own me and scapegoat me within the city. And hating me for some reason when I never did anything to anyone. Again, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I've always been perfectly imperfect, and I'm okay with that. But a lot of people, when they hate themselves, they're just going to hate everybody, right? And I'm hoping that when anyone else proceeds to move forward on their spiritual path, and try to hold on to a little bit more enlightened ideas, they might have that claircognizance aha moment one day, and they might literally think to themselves, oh my God, yeah, you're right. Lynn never did anything to us. She didn't actually do a physical thing to us. There's just some reason that somebody, I think, started a smear campaign, because that's what narcissists like to do, right? They smear your name all over town, and I've said this before, you just let it go. And whenever you're meant to hear about it, I'm sure the divine and the universe will work it out. And I don't care. Again, you're not supposed to care what anyone thinks about you anyway. And that's old school when you're in your addictions. That's the only time you care what people think about you. And oh my God, what is this person going to think about me? And that's like old me from many, many years ago, like way, way before. And I find it great now being myself, 29, 33, that when you actually just don't give a fuck, and not in a rude way, like I still have my empathy. I'm not a narcissist, but just not really giving a fuck and holding on to what someone's going to think about you. Again, being authentic, having unconditional love, and raising your vibe in whatever way you see fit for yourself and the planet is going to keep you vibing high. And again, it's going to not keep you looking back at what anyone's saying about you, creating about you, and what anyone's doing fucking around in your account, because I was able to surpass it again with still having the 2 out of 4. So again, these came as an extra bonus. Finally, when they came, again, I'm not sure about when the money is going to go back in my account, but it showed me I was very grateful when these arrived. Like, it was literally like, wow, I'm so blessed to even have these, I did without them and now they're here. And I almost was like, I was almost going to even wait and not even open it 33 on the timer. I was almost not going to open it, and then I made my drink again, so I'm back addicted to it again. But it just shows you when something's not sitting in front of you, when you don't have the beer in front of you, or say if you don't have an 8-ball in front of you, well then try to get your mind sorted out properly and try to, if you want to break down an addiction, that's your time to do it. Maybe try not going out and buying another beer or an 8-ball and trying to do like what I did without these. Have what you had. Same if you want to quit smokes. You have four in the pack. See how long you can make the next 2 last for. And I guarantee you, if you're not sitting there nervous, anxious, filled with guilt, fear, and shame, because I've already healed all of those, which takes a while, but you can heal them all. And when you get away from these evil energies and entities that just want to bring you down, anything's possible. And I mean, if I can do anything, I was the biggest alcoholic and I was a huge cokehead. I was addicted. I hid it from the best guy in the world. And I picked lower entity, low vibing people because I never healed my childhood wounds. But once you heal those childhood wounds, you're not going to go back. And you have the power within yourself. And again, anytime anyone's pranking you or doing stupid things, sorry, I'm having a hard time speaking, which reminds me, I'm going to take a little breath and have a drink of my favorite drink, except it's just water. I didn't put the second scoop in from the first drink I had that I was so grateful for. Again, I am grateful for water. It's something definitely to be grateful for. So I did want to mention one other thing quick. After the whole Amazon catastrophe, it brought my bank account to 8787. And they say again with the angel numbers, the triple numbers, double numbers are great too. So before I came on tonight, I looked up what 8787 was, and it was divine affluence. If you keep your heart open into the spiritual blessings, you will celebrate double wealth. So I thought that was kind of cool. Again, I always try to look for the light at the end of the tunnel. I got screwed over on $50 so far, but I am going to get that back. And with me proceeding through fear, working through fear, proceeding with not knowing what was going to happen. And if this arrived today, when it finally came at around 6 p.m., I was watching it on my phone saying, 1 stop away. And it was just like a deja vu of 2 days ago when it said 1 stop away. And then all that tomfoolery went on. Today, it was the same thing. I looked, it said 1 stop away. And I got the voices in me. Oh no, Lynn, what are you going to do? Do you think it's going to come? Like literally people fucking talking to me, man. Like 33 on the timer. So 4 threes. That's great. But then I was going to go down. I had my recycling box to go down. And I was like, I don't want to go back in fear. So I'm like thinking if these voices would get out of my head because they're narcissists. I hate it. I've gotten rid of all these people, man, and they won't stop annoying me. So I was going down with the recycling box and I'm just all calm about everything, right? I'm like, hey, I could do this. I still have 2 pieces of gum left. And if it worst case scenario, I could walk to Pharma Plus and get this. Probably spend double the price, but if I had to, I would have. It just shows though that I didn't have to because I bought regular gum and that helped me, as well as eating peanuts helps, I guess, when you quit smoking as well, right? So anyway, I was going down with my recycling box to look, and lo and behold, it was right already at my door, the package. And it literally felt like Christmas. I was like, oh my God, it arrived. Like I pushed through the fear again of not knowing if some jackass was going to play the game again. And then now I'm out that money again. And it's saying, it'll come into it's like another stretch of a window time. So I just also wanted to come on, and it's a kind of a long ramble. as well. But if it makes sense, you can push through fear and you can push through any addictions. And again, there's always going to be a substitute for another addiction, because we're always going to be addicted to something, but I'm going to always say it's going to be something lesser, right? Hey, this is great. When you open it up, it actually does look like cocaine. And I laugh to myself because that's the kind of person I am. So I laugh when I pour it in my water because I'm 7 years off cocaine. It looks like it. And sometimes I laugh by myself and I'm like, joking, like just when I'm being funny by myself, but that is what it looks like. So I'm that kind of person, right? I make jokes, right? If I see a straw somewhere, I'll say, oh, thank God I don't even have straws in my house. Like I try to make light of everything and make a joke about the person that I used to be. And I try to do that so other people can see that they don't have to be ashamed of the person that they are, because we all have addictions. And once you start knocking a couple back, you can go down to something a little bit better. And I'm not saying go out and buy this because it's not good for you either. But this is really fucking good in your water, I gotta say. One of the reviews on Amazon for the goji berry one, it was from an addict, actually. I was reading all the different kinds you can get. They're all pretty good. But this one, the goji berry, one of the reviews one night, it was from an addict. And I forget what her drug of choice was, but something heavy like cocaine. It could have even been worse than cocaine. And I remember laughing to myself before I bought the first one. And it said something like, I'm an addict. Oh my God, this is whatever the drug it was. She said, this is my, whatever it is, say Coke. This is my cocaine. Oh my God, this is so good. I'm so addicted to it. So of course, me coming from being an addict, I chose the goji berry too. And again, I don't sell for Amazon, but if you're ever looking for a nice kind of healthier sort of substitute and an enhancer for your water, I believe it does have the green extract in it as well, and sugar-free and blah, blah, blah. But the goji berry is, again, we're substituting something for something else, but it's a lot healthier choice. And it is. So it's like you get rid of something, and to make your water taste better, again, you are adding something else. And it's like that. It's like, oh my God, it is. And you get that little sort of rush, but it's a natural rush, right? It's gives you a little bit of energy, but it's good energy, right? And it's healthy for you. So just kind of a funny haha, like another addict saying, oh, this is my crack, and I love the goji berry, and then I tried it and loved it as well. Couple more quick things. I saw a black butterfly out there today, and I was trying to get a picture quick, and I couldn't get it fast enough, but I knew that a black butterfly meant a death and rebirth, quite what I'm going through right now. So again, it's that transformation. And again, with any transformation, it's going to be difficult, and making a video sometimes can be difficult too. And again, when they're trying to shut you up and your body's not quite right, like even the whole time now, I've never been able to get comfortable in a chair though since my back surgery, so that doesn't bother me. Like any chair you sit in, there's always that gap behind your back. I found at any friend's house I've ever gone to, back when I went and hung out with friends and whatnot, there's no chair that's ever going to be good. But when they're hitting you hard with those direct energy weapons to get your energy off and get into that lower vibrational state, you got to still keep pushing through. And again, I believe a big part of my journey is to show people how to push through fear. And I was proud of myself today. I could get through it again and push through, and it came, and it was so exciting. And again, we can express gratitude for that showing up today. No matter what happened in the past with the last order, you let it go. And I find the more we let things go, the more can come in for us, right? So again, getting rid of addictions, whatever one you want to knock off first, like say smoking, say for example, again, you can do something like that. If you have 4 cigarettes, try to see how long you can hold on to that last 2 for. And if you don't bring anything else into your mix and you only have those 4, I was able to keep those 2 from Thursday when the order was supposed to arrive. So again, it just shows you if you're consciously aware, you won't even be thinking about it. And that's what happens when you heal and you get your mind in a good state of mind, because you don't have anxiety, depression, paranoia, fear, and your traumas are gone. And anxiety, guilt, shame, fear. I think that's all of them. But it just shows you when we try to get a little bit healthier, even when we are addicted to other things that are healthier, we're going to be okay with what's going on. And when we try to just let go what the asshole is doing in the Amazon account, and yeah, the cop didn't call back, but again, it's still something that you express with your voice, because you use your voice to share, right? And again, we use our mess as a message for other people. So that's what I do anyway. And I find it a lot easier coming to that present moment. It doesn't keep us stuck on sitting there ruminating about anything like, why is this person like this? And why? No, who cares why that person's like that? If they don't like you, that's on them anyway. You don't sit there, how I used to be in addiction, saying, why don't they like me? What did I do? Oh my God, that's the way a narcissist wants you to be, by the way, as well. They want you to be pining for them, living in fear, and turning everything on around you, and making you feel like you're in some narc fog for a million years, and you're the problem, and they're the perfect egotistical bastard. But in their mind, they're perfect, right? And when I find narcissistic or not, if people could just be the way I've tried to be, is I'm not perfect. I'm okay with being perfectly imperfect. And again, I share out loud because we do fucking recover. And oh yeah, speaking on that note, right now today, 4111, I am 5 years and 9 months sober right now. So it's the 15th now. I'm 5 years and 9 months sober. So again, being a stumbling down blackout artist, falling all over the place, being a complete wanker everywhere for about 3 decades, I was able to tackle that. That was the biggest addiction I had, and again, cocaine's about 7 years. So again, we do share out loud because we do like to let people know that we do fucking recover. 4141, and when we do recover, we fucking recover loud, man, and we get excited about it because we want that. We want that to go over to other people. We want people to know that, hey man, if I can do it, so can you. And that's the way I think it should be for anything in the world. If anyone I knew beat an addiction or beat anything that they were having a problem with, it's nice to know you have a little bit of support, right? And instead of feeling like the whole world's against you, it's always nice to know when you have one person, right? And I had one person before, and he was the greatest man of all time. And I've really come a long way since my cocaine addiction blew up my relationship with him. And if that's meant to come back to me, Stone Cold and I are like, hell yeah, that's going to come back to us, right? And if that's coming back to me, I am all hell yeah for that. And again, that's nobody's business, right? People in the background, if they're going to be haters and they just hate and they don't like love, my relationship, my spiritual journey is actually nobody's fucking business in the first place. But you know whose business it is? It's between me and whoever I want to share it with out loud by making an energy exchange with anyone on YouTube who should find this video and is at this part in their journey. If I can just express my story so that it enlightens somebody and it gives somebody that little pat on the back they need, or that strength, and know that they can have the strength inside of them to do something, then that's the kind of person I've always been for somebody. The last thing I wanted to say quickly, I saw 3 hawks also today as well, and they were circling around me. And three hawks from the divine can be a call to action, and it means intuition. And again, 3 hawks flying in a circle means transformation as well, exactly like the black butterfly. And again, with the 3 hawks circling you, it's a call to step into your intuition more, to tap in a bit more, and it means a heightened awareness, if I'm saying that correctly. And it means you're strong and resilient. So those are what I saw today, and that's all I have for today. Yeah, I'm just saying what I wrote down before was, I am here to free people from the dark world and show them that fear is an illusion. And this is another sort of poem thing I wrote. And the narcons live in an illusion created by their own delusions. So they're going to always be in the dark unless one of them makes a change soon, and that's fine. You got to leave them there. But it's not their right to put out your light. And again, we're not going to 4433. We're not going to dim our light for the narcissist either, because we don't live for the narcissist, and nobody 44 nobody should be living for anybody else. You should be living for yourself, and whatever's meant for you will always find you. Again, you don't chase, you can say a mantra, I don't chase, I attract. And you can heal yourself and love yourself, give yourself all that love back, pour back into your cup first, and whatever's meant for you will find you, without looking needy, being greedy, and again, having that codependent string attached to somebody, right? And you try not to send somebody so much energy every day, because that can usually backfire as well on your manifestation. So you want it to be an equal exchange of energy when you're calling in your soulmate or your twin flame, or a friendship, a soul bond, a soul tribe. You want it to be an even exchange of energy. And from what I've been studying about energy as well, we don't put anybody on a pedestal, because when we put people on a pedestal, it's never going to align properly with you, because you always want somebody to be on the same wavelength as you, right? Like, again, we put celebrities on a pedestal. And with the person that we want as our divine masculine or divine feminine, whoever you're calling in for yourself, you want it to be somebody who's exactly like you, or that can give you something inside of you that you don't have. That can be an even balance. And again, it's that unconditional love, right? It's not the narcissist where their love comes with conditions. It's an abusive transaction with everything you do with them. But with a real divine masculine, it's going to be a balance. It's going to be an equal give and take. And again, that's what the universe, when you get in, you give to receive, and you receive to give, and that's an exchange with the divine, a balance that comes as above, so below. And again, with whomever you're calling in for your divine counterpart, I hope if you are looking for love out there, that's going to come in for you 1,000-fold. And I hope wherever you are on the planet right now, if you are in a relationship, I met a really cool couple yesterday, and they were laughing, and they were very, very cool. They had great energy, and mine was kind of out of whack still, again, with what's been happening to me. Again, I feel like I could be a lot further on my journey, but again, time is an illusion. We're only energy anyway. So if these motherfuckers want to hold me up for their angst and their hatred, that's okay, because we don't work on time, we work on energy. And again, whatever's meant for me, no matter what time and how the energy is, because it's going to be an equal energy exchange. And again, not putting that person on a pedestal. It's going to come in for you, and no narcissist and no evil entity or energy, or no evil eye will ever permeate what's there for you and what's going to be coming in for you. Again, I'm going to end it there. It's Lynn. I'm coming from London, Ontario, Canada. 4755 was the last number that I just saw on the timer. And I hope wherever you are on the planet, whatever addictions you're breaking down, and whether you're a targeted individual or not, 4808, if you're a targeted individual or not, I'm going to attach a couple frequencies again in the description. And if you're not sure if you're a targeted individual, but you're feeling kind of off and weird in your like your system, your mechanical system, your energy, your body, and you're off and off kilter in some things, I'll drop a couple in there that will go more into the descriptions of what being a targeted individual entails. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that. Wherever you are on the planet, again, I'm sending you a lot of love and light, and I want you to know that you can power through anything. We have all the power right inside of us, as long as we keep our head up. Not snobby, not egotistical, but being very humble and being very kind, and being that person that we're meant to be, being loving, and not listening to what anyone has to say about us. Head forward. Godspeed, we got this. And I'm going to leave it at that. Again, my name's Lynn. Namaste.